Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop! Welcome back to Football Therapy, you silliest of sausages. You with me, your host Jan. Things are looking up. Of course, Chelsea have agreed a 3-year contract with new gaffer Mauricio Pochettino, but what's he going to do to these underperforming, ungrateful little so-and-sos of football players? Well, today we're going to find out. He's going to put them through their paces, slap them about a little bit and call them names until they learn how to play ruddy football. Also, some Ziyech and Pulisic updates. So thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe, my sweet little viewers, listeners, friends. Yeah, we're all friends here. Thanks for your subscriptions. I eat them up. Nom, 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 nom. And your likes, interactions. Give me that sweet dopamine hit in my head that I'm just constantly chasing and really will never fulfill that addiction. But this video is brought to you by OneFootball. You want a dopamine hit for free? Who doesn't? You get it from OneFootball. Maybe that's not the best way to sell it, but OneFootball is informative, great, and of course free. Yeah, it gives you everything you need to follow Chelsea, and indeed the greatest scope of football. You know, the whole game, whether it's transfer news, manager news, generic news, statistics, lineups, results. Everything you never want. I've got to clear my throat. You get it on OneFootball. Click the link at the top of the description. Just do yourself the favor. Click that link, baby. I mean, look at this banner, you know? Yeah, have a little click. See what I won. It's mainly fat. Yeah, I apologize for being half naked today, but in my little studio, it's getting hotter and hotter. And with the light, it's very warm. I realize I need to get some sun on my skin, and I look like the pale, mythical warden of YouTube. Before we talk about Mauricio Pochettino's methods through citing an article, from Matt Law of The Telegraph, just a quick update on Orney's column, David Ornstein of The Athletic, of course, giving you some intel on how we nearly got how we tried to get Rafael Leao. So, on the morning of the first leg of the Champions League semi-final, Leao committed to signing a new long-term contract with Milan. The reigning Serie A MVP was about to enter his final year of his existing deal at the San Siro. An opportunity for other members of Europe, basically other people wanted to sign Leao. He is a wicked baller. Chelsea made an effort to lure him away in the summer. On the back of his instrumental role in Milan's first league title for 10 years. Todd Boehly and Iqbali were in the midst of their first transfer window at Chelsea and presented Milan with a number of deal structures designed to tempt them away. So at the time, Leao would have had 2 years left on his deal. Would have cost a lot of money. So Chelsea valued the player at 100 million euros, which is $108 million. Yeah, I mean, reigning MVP, young player, I guess, and wish to include him in a player exchange to make that price. The US men's national team international, Christian Pulisic, was offered, as well as Ziyech. Ziyech probably would have liked to go, because I think he's wanted to go to Milan before. He'll cook over there. But Pulisic, I don't know what Pulisic's designs or, ambitions are, but you really must feel like cattle when you get, offered about like this. Over the course of negotiations, Chelsea's evaluation for both players came down to tempt Milan, make it one of them in the swap. But Milan were not convinced. Chelsea showed interest too late in the transfer window and were pointed to a €150 million buyout clause. And of course, in January, we ended up signing Misha Mudryk from Shakhtar, which has put an end to the pursuit of Rafael Leao. A little bit of context there of whatever happened to Leao. Can I sip my coffee? Do you mind? I'm going to do that. Oh, it's too hot. I should have waited. So there you go. It's interesting. And Misha Mudryk hasn't hit the ground running, but the potential is there. And hot dog, I'm excited. Let's talk about the new gaffer. Mauricio Pochettino's methods. Hot coals, lemons, breaking mental barriers, and the gas contest? The Gajon test. Gacon test. Or is it Spanish or South American? Gajon? I'm going to call it the Gacon test. And if you're watching this and you know the correct pronunciation, you may feel inclined to laugh at me throughout the rest of this video where I call it the Gacon test. But if you do that, You're just a bit of a knobhead. Maurizio Pochettino likes to keep a tray of lemons in his office after an Argentine friend told him they absorb negative energy. Namaste, my brother, and believes he has the ability to see an aura around people. All right, we've made a mistake. Yeah, I could do with the lemons, but the geezer can see auras around people. No, I mean, I'm joking. I'm all for spirituality and woo-woo stuff, but that's just really funny. Imagine that, like, Pochettino is in, like, the Chelsea offices at Cobham with the sporting directors and the ownership, and he's just signed, like, his long-term contract, and they're like, right, we're really excited to get going, and he goes, you've got a good aura around you at the moment. I can see it around you. Hold on, let me just suck my negative energy lemon. They'll be like, bloody hell, what have we done? Anyway, for Pochettino, energy and the mind are everything. I mean, yeah. And his Chelsea players can expect to be judged on much, much more than statistics and spreadsheets when their new head coach arrives. All right, yeah, good. Writing his book, Brave New World, Pochettino said this: I need data and tests, but what most influences my decisions and my ability to see through if the right energy is flowing is my lemons. No, he didn't say that. I can foresee things that are going to happen and their associated consequences. So that Champions League final, he can foresee the loss with Tottenham because he's like, this is Tottenham. I foresee it. Which path is the players going to take? I can see it in their auras. This is fun. A recurring theme among Chelsea coaches is they haven't seen auras. Is the club's last Premier League title was 6 years ago. Has been to question the mentality of the squad. Yeah, I mean, yes, the mentality has been crap. The players are poor. Everything's turgid. Certainly, the way this season has gone suggested more than a few minds need to be focused. Players will have to leave their comfort zones and allow their limits, to be tested to impress the new gaffer Pochettino. Preparations for Tottenham Hotspur, there you go, the aforementioned 2019 Champions League final involved players following Pochettino over hot coals and snapping arrows against their throats. Jesus! To be honest, I would put some of these Chelsea players over hot coals right now. Just saying. Look, their auras aren't right. I've been sucking lemons. Get on those coals. This is mental. He said this: when you see the arrow, you think, it's impossible. How am I going to break it against my throat? Oh, they're breaking arrows. They're literally breaking arrows against their throats. I'm down, man. I like this freaky stuff. Pochettino, you say, no, come on, I'm going to kill myself. You put it with the sharp tip against your throat, but then bang. You break it. Hold on, so you're pressing the arrow tip against your throat. And you snap the arrow. All right, we need to get like HR into this, but this is weird. The most important thing is to learn how you prepare your mind to be focused, to be proactive. This is the key of football. If you're going to run, of course you need big legs. Yeah. That's how I find that funny. This is silly, man. Your mind says, no, I cannot run. You're going to be tired. Then you cannot move. That is why before everything is your mind. Yeah, I'm down with this. Your emotions need to be in a good place. Your mind is powerful. Yes, Poch. Yes. And you only settle for your limits. Running is something Chelsea players who want to succeed under Pochettino will have to do a lot. And they may soon be familiar with the notorious, drumroll please, Gacon test. It's a grueling, intermittent shuttle run favoured by the coach and his staff. Let's have a look at what this is then. I've been waiting for this. Quote from the gaffer. To start with, the players have 45 seconds to cover 150 metres, with 50 seconds rest. Explained Pochettino in his book. He goes on to say, each subsequent 45-second rep, they have to run 6.25 metres further. Very detailed, 6.25 metres further, with the intensity steadily increasing. Sounds horrendous. I probably could do that. Southampton players hated the Gacon test and upset with the amount of running Pochettino was demanding on Mondays after games. Ricky Lambert went to see his new coach to request a relaxation. He was listened to politely and the pair shook hands. To request a relaxation. That sounds like my kind of guy. I request a relaxation. Quote, he's a disciplinarian. He records training and gym sessions. There's nowhere to hide. So this is the next segment. I went out of the office and went back to the lads made up thinking, yep, I've just done it for you boys. Next Monday is going to be sorted, the striker said. So I played the game the next weekend. 90 minutes again, coming on Monday. Not only did we do 12, we did 24 runs. 24 runs! I just knew. I was running around laughing and almost crying and knew that what he was doing, he was breaking me. And he did. He broke me. Also, that was Lambert's relaxation. Lambert went on to play for England and a dream move to Liverpool, just as Danny Rose flourished, of course, underneath him. So, he's very tough, he's very precise, he's a disciplinarian, Danny Rose said. He records training. He was the first manager I came across who records training and records gym sessions. There's nowhere to hide. Geez, when I used to go to the gym all the time, if someone was recording my gym sessions, it's tragic. I just walk around talking to people like, hey, how are you? Hey, Bill, how's your mother? Susie, you still owe me that $5? You know, kind of like, not like the fond talks like that, but, you know, more of a social club for me. There was one game, we played Crystal Palace, and I thought I had a good game. He called me into his office the next day to analyse the game. I thought we were going to see some good clips. He had 26 bad clips of what I did wrong. That's how he's a manager. 26! Look, Danny Rose, mate, you can think you've done well, but if Brenner pulls 26 things you've done wrong, you need to reassess your performances, my friend. It's not just his players who will be asked to face their fears and shortcomings either. While on a Tottenham staff bonding trip to Argentina, Pochettino demanded that Daniel Levy, I've heard this before, join him and his staff in a white water raft, which ended up with him having to fish the chairman out of the Manso River. Levy's such a wet wipe as well. I love that. The important thing to say is we all have fear. People without fears don't exist. It's not that the players are going to fear anything, but they're going to be free to work through them. Through the fears. There are people that freeze with fear. Successful people have the same fears, they just take them on. Take on me. I like this. To be honest, this is a little bit closer to Antonio Conte, isn't it? Just kind of what we need. Kick the behinds of the players. The word bravery runs through Pochettino's philosophy, and in his book he wrote, if you are brave in your life, you cannot behave in a different way on the pitch. I don't understand how to play a different way. Always be brave. I like to be brave. The God of War over here. Start playing Ragnarok, actually. Very, very good. Pochettino does not fine his players for being a couple of minutes late or wearing the wrong clothing, as he wants characters who are prepared to express themselves. I'm expressing with my full capabilities, but respect always has been shown, and players will be expected to address the co-controlling owners, Bowley and Igbali, with a hello or a handshake. I don't know why I did that voice, but it's in quotation marks, so I did a voice. In the same way, Tottenham players were encouraged to greet Levy and one another. All right, Levy, you big wet wipe. Quote, in the beginning there were more rules, but today not so many because we share the value. Since 2016. Today we share the rules on and off the pitch, and the rules have become a habit. One example, every morning we all shake hands with each other to show respect, to show how you feel for your teammates and that you're interested. I really like that. Go on, Poch. Kick the arses of these little ungrateful ruddy so-and-sos. Quote, this is Che Guevara tribute, apparently. This is a small thing which means a lot to create a real team. A lot of things like this are important to settle in a team and show in a team, to be ready to fight for each other. So at Espanyol, of course, the club he was at for a long time, he played and managed before Southampton. Fans produced t-shirts with Pochettino wearing a beret made by the famous Argentine revolutionary Che Guevara. He obviously enjoyed the comparison, and Chelsea supporters who love the battling qualities of managers and players such as Mourinho and Costa will relish Pochettino's fighting spirit. He says this, it's true, I'm a little bit romantic. I have the spirit. Like Che Guevara, I'm a fighter. At Espanyol, when we stayed up in my first season, the fans created the Poche t-shirts, my face like with a beret. I was so proud. He was a genuine hero. Was he a genuine hero of mine? I don't know. I want to mix with politics. Good, yeah, that's smart move. Managerial stance there. It's still unbelievable. Pochettino's Chelsea revolution will not be without physical and mental pain. for his players, but those who have seen their careers transformed under him, including Lambert and Rose, would insist Pochettino is worth casting aside their fears and walking over hot coals for. I love it! Is he going to be a success at Chelsea? I've no ruddy idea. There's no guarantees anymore in this silly little club of mine. But this is good. I'm disappointed, underwhelmed, and frustrated with a very talented bunch of players. This geezer is going to make them snap arrows on their necks and walk over hot coals. I'm down. Are you down? Because I'm down like a clown, Charlie Brown. Sweating my ruddy gonads off, so I probably should wrap it up. Tell me what you think, though. I am quite pleased. Go check out Matt Law's work. It's excellent on The Telegraph. Please do comment down below. I will actually link the article in the description underneath OneFootball, which you should absolutely check out as well. Click on a button to go check out OneFootball, a totally free service. I probably shouldn't do accents because that will get someone into trouble. Anyway, thank you very much. Love you lots. Ciao.